What is going on, guys? Reflex here, and through the time of Kingdom Hearts, we've always heard people that don't play the game say the story is very confusing, which, I mean, when you're a newcomer, it is confusing, but it always had me wondering if even Tetsuya Nomura gets confused of his storyline, and well, he actually does. He says, "I do have a general storyline in my head. What is the most confusing is that because there are so many characters in the storyline now, it's hard to keep track of who actually met who already. I'm like, okay, who knows who in this situation, and who's meeting the person for the first time, and that always gets confusing." Now, his confusion doesn't really come from the story per se, but rather just who's met who and all that. But for the newcomers that get scared to get into the game because of the story, don't. Because it's easy to get into, it might be hard to understand at first, but all you really have to do is just want to understand it, because there's plenty of people that, you know, have videos on the storyline that you can even look up. And there's even a YouTuber right now by the name of Everglow that has a timeline series of Kingdom Hearts that he's been uploading pretty much every day, and that'd be the best way to understand the story. But if you're a person that wants to get into Kingdom Hearts 3 but don't want to play the other games, then go ahead and just look up those timeline videos, because they will really help. Believe me, it helps. But if Nomura can get confused, I wonder if Hideo Kojima can get confused from his storylines he's written, especially on Metal Gear Solid, because that game's story is arguably just as confusing as Kingdom Hearts storyline for newcomers as well. And I mean, because the thing about Metal Gear Solid is that game's storyline is pretty much even confusing to the people that are veterans of the game, and for the reason that is just because sometimes there's little details that really didn't get kind of eased up together and like kind of connected in a way with Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, because it was an unfinished game. But you can still piece together on your own, but it's not as easy as, you know, some other games. And we've been hearing Nomura state that the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 will be tough to swallow, and he's also said that there will be shocking scenes in the game, and now I think we understand a little bit more on why the story is getting so dark, because it seems that he relates more with villains. I actually don't sympathize or empathize with Sora at all. Instead, he relates to the game's mysterious villains like Xehanort or likely Ansem, anyone who's fallen prey to their dark natures. I think I'm closer to those characters, so Sora is like my enemy. How I always think of him is how I would unleash my attacks on him, and then I draw him in a way that I think he would be able to make a comeback at me. In that sense, I really think Sora is just an opposite personality character to who I am. So like I said, that speaks volumes on why KH3 seems to be the darkest story in the franchise. And I'm actually happy about that, because sometimes dark turns in any story makes a story much more fulfilling, even if it's not what the fan would ideally want. But speaking of what the fans want though, brings me to the next topic, and that's Nomura loves all the hype that the fans give the game, but he's been feeling pressured. Because he says, "The fans' expectations and excitement towards Kingdom Hearts 3 was more than I have expected, and I actually did feel a little pressurized for the first time pretty much in my life. But the best way to get rid of feeling pressurized is to have confidence in yourself that what you're making is good. I really have confidence in Kingdom Hearts 3 that it is a good game. I was really able to get rid of that pressure that I was feeling." And he said time and time again that Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty much his pride and joy, which is the reason why he's feeling pressured. He wants it to live up to the hype, and he has sacrificed other games to make Kingdom Hearts 3 as good as it can be. Because a little fun fact is that before Final Fantasy 15 was announced, it was previously going to be called Final Fantasy Versus 13, and Nomura was actually a part of that project. But with development issues and then the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3, he decided to part ways with the project and give full direction for Final Fantasy 15 to another person, and that's why Final Fantasy 15 felt not finished when it first came out, and it was kind of like a sacrifice, because basically pretty much they scrapped all the story that was going to have for Final Fantasy 15 and made a completely new one, but with the same characters. It kind of changed a couple characters. I think Stella became Luna Freya and all this. But yeah, when the game came out, people were, you know, pretty pissed off because it felt unfinished and all that, which is why Final Fantasy 15 always gets a bad rap. But I think they kind of fixed it overall because they added those episodes in. But you're not going to get away with releasing an unfinished game, and that's kind of what happened with Final Fantasy 15. But like I said, it was a sacrifice, but it was a good sacrifice for the sake of Kingdom Hearts 3. But it's awesome to know that he's trying to give us the best game possible. But also a little information on Aqua. Nomura said that just because Aqua is lost to the darkness does not mean that she cannot be saved. And then he goes on to say everyone will need to try their best when the time comes, which got me kind of thinking a little bit. Why doesn't the story kind of takes like a Telltale effect or like a Until Dawn effect, kind of like you only get one chance to save her, and if you fail, she is lost forever to the darkness? Because I think that would be awesome, because it could add a different way going forward depending on if you save her or not. You know, it could have like different endings, different cutscenes, different storylines, different like just directions it could go. I think that'd be pretty cool because it'd give one more replay value, because then you could play it again and try to get a different ending and all that. But I honestly don't know if Nomura would, you know, take it that way, but who knows? Because it just sounded weird when he said everyone needs to try their best when the time comes, because it kind of sounded like if you don't try your best, then you'd lose and maybe lose the chance to get her back. Or maybe he's just stating that if you don't try your best, you'll lose, and then you have to just try it again. Like, I don't know. It was kind of worded weird. Maybe it's the translation or something. I don't know. But still, that'd be pretty interesting if they did do it that way, where it was like different storylines, like a butterfly effect sort of thing. But let me know what you guys think down below about that. If you think that'd be a kind of cool mechanic in the game, or do you think it'd be kind of stupid? Just let me know. Well, if you guys did enjoy today's video, if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.